Good. I think we're live. I think we're live. Brother Marines. We've returned again today. Oh, what's that? Oh. What? That's like, see, if you were in the Bloodhounds chapter Discord, you would get notified every time a new video or stream comes out as featured here on the Bloodhounds chapter Discord. So, if you're not already in the Discord, check out the link in the description below to join the Discord. It's free. It's free. It's free. So you can join. It's in the description. It's right there behind me. So you can see all of these updates to these amazing new streams and videos as they get released. You can see them all as featured right here. They can be you can have them in real time be provided to you with an update. If YouTube doesn't give you one, the chapter Discord will. Wow. Chapter Discord, available in limited quantities. It's free. So, what are we doing today? Well, wait, the emote wall. I guess I'll keep that on. I don't know what it does, but it's off. Well, see here by this pool of water that I have behind me. That small fly that seemed to walk across the paper there. This is live. So, we are going to be continuing where we had left off with our painting. Ooh, wait, I gotta get my orientation back. Alright, this side. That's right. Ooh, Assault on Black Reach Tactical Space Marines. We're gonna get those out of the way, as well as over 100 other Space Marine models that have been backlogged so far. And then once that's all done, oh, those precious new toys that I'm gonna want to play with. Oh, I'm gonna want to get those new toys, but I have to clean my plate first, because that's how you do responsible hobby. Hobby responsible. S-Mart. Shop S-Mart. What you need S-Mart in your life, and that's why. Shop Smart, S-Mart. You'll know that we're gonna be working on these old toys. We're gonna get them out. We're gonna gotta get them done, get them ready, get them pumped out, finished, put aside, forgotten about, and then never mentioned or looked at again. So that way, all the new toys, all the ones that, oh, these are all the new toys. So I can finally reach that. I can climb that mountain, get to those new toys, and start painting Primaris Marine. And Terminators that are totally not Primaris Marine. So, that will be nice. I look forward to toys in the future. But for now, the future is filled with toys from the past. So, we will have to get through over 100 firstborn Space Marines. And then there's more after that. But maybe we could even take a break. We could maybe, mix it up a little bit. Give a little bit of the spice to life. Right? We need to make this thing into an experience and a way of life, a philosophy. So I'm a few minutes early. I was going to start this at 6. I was going to start this at the end of this hour. I was going to start this then, but a little bit of a boost. Let's just make sure that the sound's all working. We got voices. We got that. That's the check, number 1. We got the cameras. Camera 1, camera 2. It's the same camera, but I'm just making myself smaller. That's movie magic. You see that? Bam. How does that happen? What is that? So that is the other thing. So let's go back here. Why not? And let's play our song. All right, let's do. We got We got music. We got me. And I just got to make sure that the music and my voice are in a nice balance. Right? So that way I can continue. I might have to adjust this every so often, I imagine. That's probably going to be the case. I'm going to have to adjust the sound. Just got to be realistic about it. So, let's, still a few minutes early, aren't I? Right, like, I'm early to my own show. Isn't that... How does that work? If I'm early, that means I can do, like, whatever I want. Right? Like, I could sit back. I could, like, roll a joint. Oh, you know, that might be a good idea. We can get joint cam. So, like, let's, go to joint cam. Alright. We're gonna have to get, this grinding receptacle tool here. This is gonna be an important piece right here. And then, let's do a little bit of a reach. Okay, what do we got here? We got this product by Tweed. We'll have to check this out. Tweed. They make okay stuff. I hear it's even better than not good. So, we'll just take some of this out. Let's see what we got here. There we go. I'm gonna focus. Hey, camera. Do your job. Alright. We'll just, Well, Trooper Geo himself. This champion among champions. How are you doing, Trooper? I'm just gonna set up for this evening's hobby stream. I think this week I might do this week is gonna be hobby streams. Been lots of video games. Video games have been a great pastime. I've been having a blast. I absolutely loved Halo Reach. A masterpiece. If it isn't Slathe, the genetically modified superhuman. Whoa. I didn't go to Space Marine school, right, to get a master's degree in space marining to just Slathe the genetically modified superhuman, Geo. You see, like, that's why I'm Slathe the space marine. And it's very different. It's like calling a doctor Mister, right? You know? You just it's not right. It is not right, sir. Reach is peak gaming. That was a brilliant game. I was pulled every which direction. I had a blast playing it. I think I played it on normal, which was good enough for me. I'm not the best Halo player in the world, right? So it gave enough challenge while being in a realm of being fun and still, you know, still playable sort of thing, right? So I had a blast playing that game. You could say that the biggest blast was at the end of Reach. So this is the grinding tool. I believe it is what is it? An herb grinding tool. I think that's what these are called, right? Or just a grinder, which you put your different types of plant matter into. Right? You put your plant matter into the grinder, and you rotate back and forth, so the teeth on the inside of the grinder will crush, shred, and pull apart the plant matter that is inside of the grinding tool. Once pieced apart, small and fine enough, the particles of the plant matter will fall through specially designed holes that align the bottom of the first chamber of the grinding tool. Once it has been ground a sufficient amount, and you can know by opening the grinding tool and seeing how much of the plant matter would be remaining, you can open the bottom and see there are all the holes, and there is the plant matter. So now that we have our plant matter, we're going to just put it into this this like vial container thing that I have, specially designed for containing plant matter. And we'll just do a little bit of like a tap, tap, tap. See, this is like a whole different... This, like, is this my hobby? Some might say. Some might say. Yes, Slathe. In fact, I believe that is pretty much all you do. And I would say, well, you know what? I can't say that you're wrong, can I? I mean, I can. I do have the ability to say that you're wrong. I am capable of doing so. I might want to turn down like my mic a little bit, it looks like. I think I got to a red peak there, so I think it might have probably scrackled. It's scrackled, right? We don't want any scrackling. None of that scracklage. Okay, that's scracklage, okay? You can't have that in your like auditory, visual, live YouTube show. You just can't. You just can't have it. You can't. Not on my show. Not on my watch. Not if Slathe has anything to say about it. So, you take your plant matter. And, let's see, I got one that's... Now, one of the very important devices or components that you're going to need in your joint... In your... In your wrapped herb or plant matter contraption that you're making, you first will need a type of rolling paper that you will want. I would use a zigzag just for a cheap convenience and for simplicity. Now you can use this if you're trying to fend off ghosts or demons, right? You can put your plant matter into the piece here. See, I typically, when I'm trying to scare away ghosts and demons, and I put plant matter into rolling paper to burn it to scare away the ghosts and demons, I like to put a filter, so that way none of the plant matter, right, ends up burning through the other side, right? And I have like a handle that I can hold it by, so that way I don't get burned while I'm like cleansing different spaces of like ghosts and demons, ghouls, goblins, evil energies, and the, you know, the odd girlfriend that just won't go home. Right, so, all right, it's gonna tap, tappity tap. Gotta make sure that there's a sufficient amount in this, right? Because we need to scare off a lot of ghosts and demons with this, right? With this plant matter rolling paper based ghost demon scarer aware device, right? Like, you know, I gotta shake this thing around the whole apartment. But it also works if you just burn it and sit in your chair. And if you happen to inhale some of it, it's fine. It'll scare away ghosts and demons that are inside you too. So if you want to make sure that you're pure and clean and safe from ghosts and demons inside and out, it might actually be a safer choice just to, let it happen. Just become one with the plant matter of which that you're burning. It's my boy, how goes the Vaneth guy? So, I had a bit of an early day, so I got to kind of get my energy and funk up early, and I've decided, or I kind of determined, rather. It's been a while since I sat down and did a little bit of hobby. I've been doing a lot of video gaming. Yeah, that's another important thing you need. Saliva. You need saliva. So if you're like an undead skeleton, you might have difficulty with this. I'm like a living skeleton, right? So I have saliva. And I'm a skeleton. See? How you cross-class with your characters. So, I'm 90% recovered from the sickness. The sickness? We can't mention this sickness on the stream, Vanethgar. You know what'll happen. If we do that, the censors will find us, and those sensors take this very seriously, right? Like, they're gonna knock on your door, they're gonna knock on my door, they're gonna knock on their doors, and until everyone's door has been knocked on and there's no door left unknocked, they will not stop. They cannot be stopped. You cannot bargain with them. You can't reason with them. And they will not stop until your door has been knocked on. So, reminds me, I may have some more voice acting opportunities for you in the project I'm working on, if you'd be interested. The Star Wars one. I am interested. I don't care if you make me a stormtrooper. Put me in it. Put me in it. I will play the janitor. Put me in Star Wars. Green lit. Our ghost scarer aware herb. Alright, let's make sure that all the... Okay, that's enough for the outside ghost. Now I gotta scare the ghosts inside me. Alright, so I got my joint. Alright, if you're jointing along, joint with me, but if you're not, and if it's not legal in the country of which that you're watching, do not joint. Drugs are bad. But if it's okay in the country that you're in, then so anyway, so the rest of us, so then just, you know, light it up. Let's get rid. So we're gonna do some painting. I've got in front of me. Well, let's get down to business to destroy the Huns, right? Let's see, what do we got so I can actually put some numbers here. So I got 2 Flamer Marines. I got 2 more Bolter Marines. 2 more there, and a 3rd, and then this guy. And what is it? What am I going to be doing? I'm going to be painting the right arm section. I'm going to be painting the left trim. The bolter. The bolter. That's an important one to do. And then the top, maybe the top of the backpacks. There's actually a bunch of them that I have to go back to because I forgot to do that. And there's also going to be more going back to the ones I was doing last time, because I'm still going to need to do the backpacks and the helmets and all the different stuff that I need to figure out what I'm doing. So, they can knock on my door as long as they bring chicken soup. Chicken soup with some pepper in it, maybe like a little dollop of like some butter, right? With some bread, not toast. Bread with some nicely spread butter across it. Okay. And you know what I mean, you just sit back, right? You just kind of dip the bread into the soup, take like a bite of like the soaked up soup in the bread. You'll start feeling better. You'll start feeling better. You'll wish you were always sick. You'll be like, oh, I never want to eat this stuff when I feel good, right? And then you'll be, oh, I wish I was sick so I could have some chicken soup with some bread and butter. Alexa, play Doom with the... Down with the... I can read, by the way. Reading is pretty much what I do professionally. Just to make that clear. Down with the Sickness by Disturbed. Yeah, that does sound right, like the Vanithgar song. Firstborn for the W. Angularly, that was like some other... I don't know what that was. So... Gonna have some more of these, and then like a little bit of some cycle with them, so that way they all are gonna get to the finished state of the red and black stage that they need to be put into, and then after that, oh, this is gonna be ahead though. This is maybe if I keep hobbying, let's just say like every day. This would be like maybe next week or in like a week's worth of hobbying. Let's just call it. I could then be slapping some brown onto some Devastator Marines because they were horribly sprayed. There's lots of bare plastic on them. I have the plan though. You just slap brown paint on them and then put red over top of it, and it will work. And it will work. It will work. I assure you, it will work. And so I think there's maybe, so if there's like what? There's like 24 of these, and then there's 10 of the Devastators, so that's 34 Marines, okay? I'm just kind of getting my numbers here. There's going to be 34 Marines, Then there's going to be another 35, I think. There's going to be 35 veterans. So they're going to need a lot of work. I'm going to be at this for a while. I'm Slathe the Space Marine. You're you, I'm me. It's Wednesday. Alright, this went out. So I'll just let that sit there for later. It'll be the joint to come back to for later. Okay? So let's where's my paintbrush? This one. The one I rescued from before. This rescue paintbrush, this rescue dog, gonna go a long way. Alright, I need cleaning paper. Okay. I've got a Jedi lined up that I think you would fit pretty well too. I could be a Jedi. A Jedi Knight? You know, I stopped streaming for a while, and suddenly everyone's got delusions of grandeur. So, let's get our paint. Ah! It's all covered in shit. Alright. Figurative shit. My apartment's not that messy. I'm not that slovenly yet. So let's get our black paint, give it a little bit of the shicky shake, the shimmy shake, even. Right? You know, if I were to look towards the pot, this could look pretty bad, right? This could... Alright. I'm gonna want to get just a little bit of this onto the palette. Oh! Where am I? Alright, I am on spot. Alright. Get a little bit more. Clean this off. And I think I put a little bit of medium in this thing recently. I think that I did. But I feel like I should just give a little bit of a dip. Slathe being a Jedi would be so ungodly hard. Would go so unhard. Well, I guess. Let's see. Strongly recommend if you need it, if any of your projects to download Cakewalk. I'm not sure what, is that from, are you talking to me or are you talking to Trooper? Cakewalk. I'll have to look into whatever that is so that way I even know what I'm... Alright, I'm just going to go over this spot again. Although it looks like I've already touched it, but it looks like it's a thin layer of black. So I'm just going to skip past it. Well, I'm not going to skip past it. I'm going to do it again. But better. Right? Because you look at all your high scores that you left in every video game and you're like, child's play. Alright, past self. Get ready to cry. And then you beat your last score. Right? It's your future self that's something you don't want to mess with. Better audio software, kind of like free Windows version of GarageBand. Okay. Use it in Reaper. I'm probably going to want to get some audio software pretty soon. Because I was looking into a, what's it? I forget what it's called now. I wanted to get something to plug my electric guitar into the computer. So then I could, once I have a little bit more of a grasp of it, I could make just kind of little basic tunes with it. So that way there's possibly original and copyright-free music options. You know, and maybe if I get back into making those shitty storyboard videos, if I get back into making those animations, I could put my own music sound to it. I don't need to rely on other artists. I'll make my own Star Wars. Gonna have blackjack and hookers. At one point, I'm gonna have to come back to all these Marines and finish their backpacks, just so that way I get. I'll group them up in like in kinds, like where there's like the skull, the vent, the different things. And so then I can kind of do them all in like little mini batches where I'm just doing the backpack with like the split on the right side. Okay, so now I need to do the bolter. Okay, is there any left thing? It's already all done up. Okay. Go for this bolter. This part's always the tough part with these guys. Just because this bolter's like half hollow. And it's hugged so close to the Marine. These are so close. Both are technically free. Okay. Well, I'll probably be needing to look into it anyway when I start like working into doing, you know, like my electric. Cause, oh, wait, I've probably not even shown that off yet, have I? I've only shown off the acoustic so far. Alright, wait, let's pause this. I'm not going to be able to do anything right now, because it's probably not going to pick up any sound. Ah, no! Didn't want that. No, I didn't want to end the show. No, we're not done. We're not done. Right, but I got this. So, I don't know if this is this even going to... Oh, wait a second. Oh, that's not picking up at all. Is there a filter on this mic? Filter. Edit filter. Turn these off for a moment and see what happens when I turn those off. Alright. Ooh, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right at all. That's not right even in the closest sense. So... Alright. So, I'll just put this back. I'll put it back where it belongs. In hell. Okay, let's just get these sound filters back up so that way we don't have any sort of audio bleeding when we're you know, listening to our music here that bring back. All right. Oh. My apologies, brother Marines. I almost knocked you down with the headset cord. How terrible that would be. An atrocity amongst the history of the chapter. Slathe is about to start degenting? DJ Enting? Yeah. That's what I'm about to do. So there we go. There's the electric one. And I'm gonna want to get like a board that I plug it into, and then plug that into the computer. Some kind of interface. I think that's what it was called, an interface. Then I'm gonna need to get some audio software, I think, so that way it'll capture it or whatever I need for that, and then I'll be able to use that for auditory purposes. And what's going on with these comments? What's going on with the chat? There's like something weird going on here. I'm watching it go like up and down and be all weird. I don't even know what's happening. There is some magic going on in there in the chat. I don't know what, but I'm just watching it just with intrigue and absolute interest. No clue what's going on there. So I look forward to doing that, right? Because then I could maybe make my own thing. Yeah. Why not? Why not? I mean, one comment was held that I had to approve quickly. Oh, okay. That's what happened. That's what happened. I thought I saw some weird thing happening. You know, like, you'd think that this would be what you could blame, but no. It was Vanithgar. The whole thing was Vanithgar. Just manipulating it behind the scenes. That's right, my mods on the Slathe the Space Marine channel manipulate everything behind the scenes. You know when you get that mail that you were waiting for and it doesn't show up until the day that you expected it to? That's because they ensured that it would, behind the scenes. So, when that happens for you, you should be thankful, because the Slathe the Space Marine mods are looking out for you. And they're watching. So, I'm just gonna have a little moment. This is my moment. No, brother Marines. I cannot kick the keyboard, for it will then bump the water. And do not disturb the water. It is like the Palantir, or the whatever the thing is that Galadriel had. You cannot touch or disturb the water. Okay, so what did I need to do? So the bolter and the leg joint thing, the underwear. I need to do his underwear and his gun. And then that one's gonna get called, and then it's gonna be moved to the next one. So, all right. And then if I just continue that enough times, these guys are all going to be caught up to a few of the other ones, and then I got to catch those all up even more so, and then they're all caught up. And then there's going to be 2 that aren't going to be caught up because they're not Assault on Blackreach models. One of them's just like I think he's like made out of some chaos parts and stuff. I don't know. Interesting model. And then the other one is a C100, letter C, 100, Imperial Space Marine model. So he's very different than his brother Marines in many ways. So that guy is going to need to get some special attention. I'm going to need to go cross-reference the fuck out of it with another toy that I painted. That's another Imperial pattern C100 Marine. They're going to be like the only 2 of their kind in the whole chapter. Like, I do not expect to, or even want, any more C100 Marines. I have done my C100 Marine time. I don't need any more. 2 will be enough. I have a 3rd one. I'm not repainting it because it's an original, like, 90s paint job done, like, from the like, I'm not doing it. It belongs in a museum. Okay, so there you have it. Life finds a way. So sorry, I'll put this out, save that for later. Oh, no, go out. Save it for later. Get some coffee. I need the ups and the downs. So, get some more paint onto the palette and put that paint onto a brush to put it onto the plastic. And then we go, only 35 minutes in. I barely touched the toy, so you already know this is a good stream. This hobby stream, where I've done mostly smoking weed and rambling. But I mean, like, all my life I've been a rambling man. So, I'll just get a little bit of that. Maybe this time I'll just do water. Just for quickness, but I'm going to clean off the brush, though. Actually, I'm going to really clean off the brush from water. That's the thing I don't trust about using water when mixing it with paint to ever so slightly thin it. I don't trust it because it's going to get sucked up into your brush. Unless you're really, really fast and you're cleaning your brush a lot, which I'm also going to do. It's one of those, like, you gotta know what you're doing moments. Ba-ba-ba. Da-na-na. This is that song. Aspartame, Noveltine, Ovaltine, Acapede, Vegetary, Ian, Eating. What to say? On a play. I am going to Dark Tide. Going to paint a toy. Version 2. Even more. Where is it? Alright. These angles. These toys. At least I got them cheap. That's the only thing that I can really say positively. I mean, like, one, they're very basic. Although there's nothing wrong with it, because there's, even if you were to get, like, at the time of release of these, right? Even if you were getting, like, the box of Tactical Marines, you really weren't getting too much more than just a bunch of Bolter Marines and a guy with a heavy weapon, probably the rocket launcher. And then, you know, some people would give sergeants all sorts of elaborate, fantastical gear. But a lot of the times, being just real about it, a lot of sergeants were just chainsword with the bolt pistol. So what you get in the Assault on Blackreach, while it's not bad, it's definitely not good, but it's not bad. Like, you're getting effectively the same value out of these figures as you would from the ones you would get in, like, the tactical box of these toys, right? Although there would be a little bit more versatility, flexibility, and customizable ability, right? Of the ones you'd get in the other box, because you could, like, what could you do? You could, like, get a tactical box, you have all these bodies, and then you get, like, some jump packs, and you put the jump packs on them instead of the backpacks, and now you've got a bunch of different assault marines, or you get some veteran bits and some tactical marines, which, because you're getting them cheaper, and then you put those veteran bits on the tactical marines, right? Now you've got a bunch of veterans, right? Right, am I right? Am I right? Did they outlaw that? I think they did, didn't they? So I think this guy's, his gun definitely needs another coat, though. Alright. Whoa, this is closed. I want to repeat it the last time where the back of it just leaked out. Globs of paint everywhere, all over my hand. Ugh!
definitely don't want to have paint all over your fingers, Krang.
I don't even have fingers.
Yeah, boss. Didn't you notice that Krang's got those tentacly appendages?
Idiots.
All right. I think that, yeah, I think that's good for him. Grab another one. You know, there's one thing now looking at it. I'll just save that part for later. I'll probably want to do this bone section. I might want to do that in black first. Go from like black to like a brown, then like an off-white, like a grayish off-white. Go work its way up a few scales. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. So, I know I want to paint another marine, so let's put a little bit of a dot of water into that and see what happens here. Do. That is some watery ass shit. That, my friends, that right there would be some watery ass shit. I guess it works for like a first coat. Looks good to me. So, definitely needs more paint. Get a little bit of that butchum on the ballot. Let's get at it. Wow. You know, I just noticed, I only just saw this comment now. I saw their first comment, and I know it's not anybody, this is my fault, because I just kind of must have skimmed over it. He was so good as Deathstroke in the Red Hood series. Simp. Alright. Let's get some painting done. That was a fun one. That was a good one to work on. And how did that even go? Like Deathstroke was like, it was a while ago. Was that like last year or like a couple years ago? I'm just trying to remember, like. And I think he was talking to somebody. I think he was meant to be like talking to like Two-Face or something. And what did he do? He talked to the Red Hood, I think. It's been a while. It's been a while since that. So I kind of forget a little bit of the plot of that one. Oh, I want to get the whole finger there. Jeez. Not that I can't fix it later, but come on, come on. Let's be real here. Come on, we got a show to do. All right. Ugh, not pretty, but I think that's going to be good on that. For the moment, maybe I'll just let that just cure a little bit, and then I can give a nice little touch-up at the very end. Right? Give it that French magic. A little bit of that abracadabra, ooh la la. Shaking the paint, shaking the paint. I don't think there's very much left in this pot. I think I'm going to need to open up a fresh pot of paint pretty soon, because this one is beginning to look dry. I don't know why I said that way. So, the Dark Tide OST, anything better to paint? Anything better to paint minis to than the Dark Tide? I get it. I get it. First, I didn't get it at first. It took me a minute. The brain had to kind of register that one, Jackler. Right? I needed to kind of, like, the cogs needed to churn for a second. And it was just like, wait, what do you mean I gotta paint something better? Right? What's wrong with these Marines? These Marines are just fine. They're pretty good. And it's just like, yeah, but this is their mom. You think they're all cool? Like, you've got to see my Space Marine army. It's so successful. It's gone on so many grand crusades. You've got to see they've got their own battle fleet. Oh, they're a very successful Space Marine chapter. Here, let me show you all my pictures of them. I'm very proud of them. Can't you see how handsome they are? These are my Space Marines. They are steel and they are doom. Right? And so, some of these areas I'm pretty certain I can go. I can give a little bit of I can give a little bit of a thin layer to. I know what I'm going to be doing with it later. Depraved. And certain amounts of layers are going to be fine. There's a certain amount of masking that can get done. And also, in the name of just moving on to newer projects, I need to get these out of the way, just like the last batch. Just like when I was working on a bunch of toys that I'd worked on years before, right? I need to get these. I need to get these to a finished degree, a finished standard, where I can group them with the rest of my toys, and then there you go, there you have it, and then they're done. They're done. I don't have to look at them anymore. Which means I can look at new toys. New toys. Doesn't that concept just already just make you giddy and giggle? Wow, Slathe painting new toys? That's impossible, right? Oh, we'll get there. We will get there. Tanks, we will get there. I assure you, for all those people who are patient in the mind, the heart, the soul, and in their very fiber of their being, it'll come. It will. It will. Try to paint something other than a space marine. Impossible. Impossible! Possible! So I need to get the rim. Okay. I knew I was missing something there. As long as this gets like a splash onto it over most of the surface area of this trim, I don't think this will need to be the cleanest of jobs, and it should be able to work sufficiently to help me to pull off the metal over top of black technique. Make these shoulder pads look complete. Alright, I'm just gonna go with that. Done. 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 Time, 20 minutes. Wait a minute. How long... Wait, what? I don't know how long it took me to do the first one. I think I sat there for like 15 minutes just kind of just jabbering, right? So, alright, we're at 50 minutes now. If 15 minutes out of that, that's 35. And then with... Math. Okay. Did you expect we'd be doing math this evening? Were you paying attention, class? You in the back there, what is the answer to the equation? I will be expecting it in long form on my desk by the end of this stream. So, let's get a new marine here lined up here for this conveyor belt of painting system that we were going to be using here to be... Whoa! Whoa! Oh my god! I must clearly be in, like, California and not someplace in Canada. We're getting it's an earthquake. It's an earthquake. Oh my. Oh, okay. So we've got another marine right here. Bam. Exciting. I'm excited. Yeah. The taste of a paintbrush. Is there anything quite like it? So. Got 5 marines right here. Okay, 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna put these 3 together because they're like a trio. Okay, they're like Team Rocket. They're Jesse, James, and Pikachu. And then you got these 2 flamers here, right? And they're together because they want some alone time, right? Like just like come on, like they just got back from like a big battle, right? Like they're just one flamer marine to another, right? And they just want to be with each other, right? Let them be. Let them be them. And there's this guy. And this guy, we're gonna do the same thing. We got his arm, we gotta do his gun, do his little crotch leg thing, then do the top of the backpack, and then do the trim, and then call him a day on that one, and then all of these toys are going to come back, but there's going to be less steps, less surface area to be painting in different steps to just get them all exactly where I want them to be with all the red and black, just to make sure everybody's on the same page with everything. So, all right, let's go to the BAM cam. Right, BAM cam. The BAM cam. I mean, what? I don't see what the problem is with this. It's the BAM cam. That's what I'm calling it. Until I stop calling it that. Then it's not called that anymore. And get with the times, okay? Stop living in the past. What is, was, but might not will be. So, what do we got in the world today? What's new? What's great? What is sizzle and sparkle in today's world? Well, there's lots of things in the Warhammer world. There's new Space Marines. More new Space Marines. Gonna be a book for Space Marines. There's a game coming out. I think it's called Space Marine. Ever heard of it? In fact, it was so good, they made a sequel. Space Marine Deuce. And in Space Marine Deuce, you are a space male gigolo. You need to bring it to the Tyranids. Right. You need to do it. Space Marines. So, Space Marines. Brother Marines. With the new releases of Space Marines that will be available soon, and possibly within your houses too. Which Space Marines are you most excited for? Will it be the new Desolation Shirt Rocket Launcher Giant Box Carrying Marine Gatling Gun Marines? Will it be the new Scouts? The new Terminators? Assault Squads? Veteran Squads? The new Captain, Chaplain, or Librarian? Which one of these toys or more are you going to be excited for when they are available and on your doorstep? Let me know. I want to know what everyone wants to get. Come on, write your Santa lists in the chat. It's that way, isn't it? Whichever way it is. Write your Santa list. Right, put it. Let's see what you want, and let's see what happens. Right, like so. Let's see. Put what Space Marines do you want? It's that simple. Just write it down. Put it in the chat. Write down what you want. Put it in the chat. This is that simple. Just what do you want? Put what you want in the chat. Do it. Okay. So, I'm definitely picking up Space Marine 2. Yeah, that's definitely going to be a game people are going to want. I'm wondering if I could play that on this new rig. This new computer, right? I'm wondering if Space Marine 2 is going to be playable on that. Probably, right? I imagine probably. If I have to do any upgrading or fixing of it, it's probably going to be very minor things and not too expensive to do. I hope. I'm not the most computer literate, so we'll find out when we find out. There's going to be a certain amount of fucking around and fucking and finding out. Yeah, I'm going to go with that way. And it'll even out somewhere, right? All right. Enough of that. Enough of that. Coffee. It's delicious. Let's get some paint. Onto the palette. Onto our paintbrush. And onto some plastic. So, where is my... If it ran Cyberpunk, it should do Space Marine. Okay. And I'm pretty sure it played Cyberpunk on like the highest settings. So is that good? Ah. Do I want to get Cyberpunk? Probably not. I mean, I have it. There's going to be a new upgrade to it. Probably. Didn't really interest me. I didn't like it. I don't know what maybe I'm wrong on this one. Maybe I need to give it another shot, right? I don't know what other people think of Cyberpunk. I honestly wasn't having a lot of fun with it. If I'm wrong, if I need to look at it another time, if I need to give it a fresh set of eyes, right? Or if there's, for some reason, some type of sick, twisted interest in watching me play a game that I wasn't having fun playing. I mean, let me know. We can see what can be done. But other than that, Cyberpunk did not seem like the game for me. I tried it twice, and I just couldn't. I couldn't do it. Everyone has lines on their faces and stuff. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. They all look like they're like mecha robots. Not for that. Humanity for the humans. For the humans! Ran Cyberpunk well. Oh, same comment. Well, that went on really thin. Fuck. What is this song? I played a little bit of Dark Tide. Was this one? Is this like a boss fight or something? You know, now that I'm not like in the heat of the game and I'm not like distracted by snipers trying to kill me and things, and I'm just kind of now listening to the soundtrack just kind of in its isolation like this. What the hell? What kind of Addams Family shit is this? It sounds like it should be like in a Legend of Zelda game. I wonder if it was made for a Legend of Zelda game, but then they were like, nah, let's give it to Warhammer, they'll use anything. And Warhammer was like, oh, this sounds great. Oh, I think I can, oh, you made this for us? And it's like, yeah. Yeah, definitely gonna need some more of this medium. Oh, you need your painting medium. You got your painting medium? Do you have it ready? Like, just take a swig of it. I swear it will make everything better in life. Disclaimer, do not actually take a swig of your painting medium. It might actually cause some sort of harm to you, and Slathe the Space Marine will not be found liable or responsible for any sort of medical bills that you may be facing or functioning to be done in the future. So, with that in mind, let's continue with the painting and the non-eating of things that are probably poison. So, do a little bit of a legal disclaimer, and we're good. Good. In the gold, as they say, in places that are profitable. Alright, so then I gotta get this shoulder trim. Oh, I need that pan drum. That's how you know you're listening to something that's like magical and fantastical and weird and otherworldly. When they start pulling out the pan drum. You know you're in deep shit when a pan drum starts playing. Like, watch out. This is gonna be some, like, fantastical magic fantasy adventure with, like, characters dying and people crying and villagers and burning lands and undead skeleton giraffes. You gotta watch out for that pan flute, man. Pan flute is like boss music. You really need to, like... Oh, boy. You know shit is about to get real. On a severe level when the pan flute gets pulled. I'm gonna have to come back through the helmets, finish the backpacks, other minor details that will be shared amongst all of these miniatures. That's a third one then, right? This one doesn't need as much, or what was the deal with that? I don't know why this feels like it took much less time. It was like 10 minutes. Weird, okay? That's all I can say about that. It's weird. Right, now we gotta take one of the triad. We gotta take one of these trio away. Now there is a duo. Now it's just these two guys and these two flamers. Right? And they're different. And they don't want to mix together. See what I did there. So, Alright, calm down, everyone. I'm gonna have to do arm, gun, trim. What the trim first? Oh boy, that is some thin stuff. Probably not even. It's probably not even gonna make it across this whole surface area. There was so little. Okay, just barely. Oh no, it's the bottom area. Oh, yeah, gotta scrape that there now. Alright. So it's got the thinnest molecule thin layer of black paint there. So that will be there as a guideline, I suppose.
Yar, the code just be a guideline.
So, alright. I want to take a moment. Take a moment, take a break. Take a break. Go on. I'm gonna take a break. Go. Damn it. Okay. I get to take a break when I want to. I have that option to be able to do that if I wish. Okay. If I push myself too hard, I'm just gonna burn out, and then it's just gonna go. Yeah. And no one wants yeah. Right? They all want that.
Entertainment.
Which is what I plan to provide. I'm Slathe, the Space Marine, not to be confused with the band. I am not, and whom I am not a member of. However that happened, how could they have the band Slathe without me? Like, how does that even work? How could there be, there's like a metal band called Slathe. How could there even be this band if I'm not in it? It demands answers. I should be in Slathe, clearly. Right? Not just in Slathe, I am Slathe. The Space Marine. So, if you're not already going out and checking out this metal band called Slathe, go check them out. Go check out Slathe. No affiliation. Absolute coincidence. Because I think they came up with their name more recently, so years after this channel. So I think it's just a complete coincidence. If it's not, that would be amazing. But for now, it is an absolute coincidence that there is a metal band called Slathe that I am not in. It is a crime. Yes, Jackler, there's a band called Slathe. Yeah. There is a band called Slathe. They have a channel on YouTube as well. Like, I don't have a link to it right now, but there is like, if you put Slathe in on YouTube, it should come up with either me or with this band page. So there is a channel called Slathe, and they're like a metal band, I think. It would be cool if they played some songs, if I was allowed to use some of their songs. Then I could have the Slathe soundtrack by Slathe. Right? Like, imagine that. That would... that would be beautiful. If I could have the Slathe background music. For the Slathe... Like, come on. How is that not, like, just perfect right there? It'd be brilliant. It'd be absolutely brilliant. I want to see the Slathe team up, and where we've got Slathe with the Slathe soundtrack. That's right. Check them out. Check out Slathe. No affiliation. Go check out Slathe. Tell them Slathe sent you. And yeah. That'd be kind of neat. Some back and forth. Who knows? It's the internet. Anything can happen. It's the current year. It's today, right? Who knows what could happen tomorrow? Anything, everything, all the things. You know, stuff happens. Miracles happen every day. You don't know about it though, because they're just kind of regular miracles, right? Like, you stood up, you didn't stub your toe on the leg, on like the foot of the bed or whatever, right? Every time you do that, because you know what it's like when you do, or when you step on a Lego. So that means every time you don't. That's just like a little miracle. A little one. Little miracles can happen. And a Slathe crossover. Slathe X Slathe, right? Slathe the Space Marine and Slathe the Metal Band. Crossing forces. You know? So it's a crime, one, that I'm not in this band. That they're called Slathe, but where is Slathe? Where is he? Here he is. How can I not be part of this band? Right? It raises questions. So yeah, check out Slathe. Check out Slathe. They're like a metal band. They seem pretty cool. Slathe. Check them out. So, yeah. Oh boy. So now what are we at now? So I think we're at the halfway mark now. What time is it now? It's 7. It is 7. So we're probably gonna go for another hour. So if I got about 3 and a bit done, right, in another hour, you know, if I knuckle down a little bit more, I could maybe knock out another 3 of these Marines. Like this, you know, I could do this guy and these other 2. And we've got these 2 for later. Sounds right. Keeping it realistic, right? Because, you know, this is as much of a social thing for me as it is for you. So. Yeah. Alright, so let's see. Let's double team. It's a working break. I gotta shake the paint. I gotta make sure that I don't shake the cigarette and start drinking the paint. Right? That is the trick. That is the trick, isn't it? You know? It's like trying to have no imperial entanglements when you're trying to smuggle like an old man and a young teenage boy through customs. You know, like Han Solo. So. Get some of that done, and then let's see, you know, I'll put these 2 aside. I've already given up on these 2. Those are the give up Marines. I'm gonna knock them over. They're knocked over because I gave up on them. There's no hope for them. But these guys, these 2, there is still hope for them. Hope is the first step on the road to not getting your paint on your models everywhere you want it to be. And then rushing yourself. Don't rush yourself. Take your goddamn time when you're painting your minis. Take your time. Don't burn yourself out. Don't be a burnout. Because it's better to do whatever the Kurgan said than the thing that he said not to do. And that's why we'll go back to this one. All right. Let's grab our brush. Let's do this. Get some paint onto the paintbrush, onto the palette, and onto some plastic. Let's do this. Let's push it. Let's really rush it. So let's get, where's our toy? There it is. All right. Wow, that is on thick on that brush. If I'm gonna do this, I need to do this fast. And I'm gonna start with this backpack because if there's a lot of paint on this brush, I'm gonna want a lot of surface area to transfer the paint onto. Alright, clean this off. Now, it's alright if I'm being a little bit sloppy, because there's gonna be a cleanup step at the end anyway. So, like, this doesn't need to be 100% clean within the lines, absolutely perfect. This really is just like a get her done stage. And then once it's all said and done, then worry about any of the problems, sort of thing. You know, just fix it all later. Fix it in post. Oh, did I not do the bolter handle on these other guys? Yeah. Casualties. We got casualties. Send in the apothecary. Okay, this guy seems to not even have a handle on the bottom of his... Okay, that's weird. This guy... Just like epic X-Men. Dun 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 X-Men. It's not X-Men. It sounded like X-Men. X-Men doesn't have these sirens. That's how you know it's not X-Men. Right. This is not X-Men. Definitively. X-Men didn't go on this long. Started like going after a little bit, and then it like finished. I guess this song did just finish, so it could be X-Men. I'm not gonna rule it out. Like, science says this might be it. Wait, where am I? Oh, is this Halo? Da-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na. Wow, that is very, very thin paint. Alright, so if this doesn't spread everywhere super quick and fairly evenly, albeit very thinly, I don't know what to say. Although, with that, if it's all super wet like that, it will somewhat force me to start working on other areas and or other figures.
So, let's see what we can see here. Okay, I need to take this thing off of this. There's just some areas or some angles that these things are just impossible to reach into with that wand sort of thing, with that handle. Yeah, this is really thin. That's fine. That's fine, because it can go on in coats. Nothing wrong with it being super thin. Nothing wrong with that.
Alright. So we'll put that guy aside. He'll just be in pause for now. Pause mode. Just have him sit there. And I'll move on to another Marine. And hopefully I'll be able to get some work done on this one. And then I can return back to that other one and finish up the bolter. This is beginning to look like it's not going to be getting much done, because the amount that this is spreading. Oh, there's a comment. Look over. I have returned. Welcome back, Gio. Based off the timeline for the video of the stream, there's about 50 minutes left. We're in the second half, right? This is gonna go until the end of the hour, and then we're gonna wrap up then. Were you checking out the band Slathe? The band on YouTube that's called Slathe. Were you checking them out? Oh man, they're awesome. But where am I? Where is Slathe? In Slathe. How can you have Star Trek and not have Captain Kirk? What was I doing again? Alright, I'm gonna go back to this guy. And yeah, that is very raw and sloppy in a few areas, I can already see. Oh well, I will fix it later. Get her done. The get her done mentality on this is strong and mandatory. What was I reaching over to there? The hell? That was definitely not the water. That was like an ashtray. That would not have been good for the paintbrush, I believe, Mr. Space Marine. I don't think it would have been good for you to have, or for your paintbrush, to have dipped it into your ashtray, sir. Alright, so I'm gonna say that shoulder's done now. Now what I need to do, arm, bolter, backpack. Arm, bolter, backpack. Arm, bolter, backpack. Arm, bolter, backpack. Chaputnik. Arm, bolter, backpack. Arm, bolter, backpack. Arm bolter, backpack, Chaputnik. Alright, let's put some paint onto the brush, put it onto the palette. I guess it's not that much. No, I'm rhyming again.
I don't know how much of this I'm going to be able to get with what I have here on the palette. It's not very thin, so it's not, like, super spready. But it is going on really evenly and opaquely. I imagine just based off of the dryness level that I'll probably... Well, maybe I could do it with water. They're pretty fire. Try it with water. Oh, that is way too thin. But at least I guess it'll do something. It's one of those good enough for now solutions. Backpack. Another one of those good enough for now solutions. All this can be fixed with just another layer or a little bit of tidying. Like, this is all very basic. It's not huge problems. It's just kind of like when your download bar starts like really crunching it on one little piece of data. And it went from like 15 minutes to 14 hours. And then 3 minutes later, it's now at 8 minutes. So, you know. Alright, so we need to do the backpack, a little bit more of the gun. And then this guy, all the same things. And then we'll see if there's time for these guys. We'll see. I'm gonna be doing this pretty slow, pretty relaxed. I'm gonna be taking all sorts of my time. Me. Okay? Remember, this is my show. So I kinda do what I want. Right? No sponsorship holding me back. That's right. I'm a free spirit, a free agent. I do what I want. I'm crazy like that. There's no way to contain me, no way to hold me back, no way to hold me down. I am Slathe, the Space Marine. You're you, I'm me, it's Wednesday. Welcome to the stream if you're just showing up. We're in the second half now. A little bit into it. We're in the second half of the stream. Doing some hobby stuff. Had about 8 Marines on the table. We're going to be doing this little bit of painting on. This is if you're just showing up. And if you are just showing up, where were you earlier? Jeez. So, welcome to the stream. And from here, we're going to do a little bit more of the work here. A little bit more relaxing, a little bit more talking, chillaxing. Right? Do they still use that? Chillax? Chillax, bruh. Chillax. Right? That's still good. That's still okay. It's not. I'm kind of getting that sense. So, what do I got here? Magic is what I have. Disappearing glitchy magic. There, it lines up. Okay. It's a lighter, calm down.
the humble crew, you get to be a little bit boastful. I mean, come on. You're the best crew in all of Starfleet, the Imperium, Rebel Alliance, or Galactic Empire, or Stargate Atlantis, or whatever it is. You want to be the best fleet. Whatever, all those things. You're the best fleet in all of Starship. So, now that we all know that you're best around, and no one's ever going to bring you down, welcome to the stream. I'm Slathe. If you're not already, there's a link in the channel description, video description below. Join the Discord. You know, if you're feeling generous, there is the option to donate. No pressure, no need. Free content, free server. There is no need to do that. Only if you wish to. It's only up to you. It will take you away from the stream for a moment. So don't be disoriented if it does. But it's only if you. There's no pressure. I'm just instructing as to what is available. There should also be a link to the Facebook page somewhere. I don't know where it is. It's probably on the channel. Go check out the Facebook page. It's pretty much like the YouTube channel, except for it uploads all of the stuff from the YouTube channel late. So if you like to watch all of my videos late, which most people do, join the Facebook page, because it's probably in tune for you. No one's better than us, but I'll never be as cool as William Shatner smoking while singing Rocket Man. That's true. Many try, but it's not something that can really be learned or even replicated. Digital rocket marine, digital rocket marine, 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 rocket marine. Rocket Marine, oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Now this pot is really pushing it to the limit. Is there anything even left at the bottom of the thing? Man, this pot is like drier than your mom. Do a little bit of a quick one on this one. Because if this is the bottom of this pot, there's a good chance like this might be this is gonna be like a mix of viscous and thin because of how I just kind of mix the painting medium into my pots of paints. Kind of pre-thin them, which I find works to my benefit. Kind of makes me kind of feel like I get more paint out of it in a way. All right. Need to
get the backside of this bolter now. Backside of a bolter. You know, that's probably like a sex move that the Emperor knows. Have you ever seen the backside of a bolter? No, what is it? Well, it's where your finger... And then you take a corkscrew. Okay. And then what falls out is the bolt shell. Oh, wow. And people do that? No. Only once. Yeah, that didn't work. Gonna need some more. Ah, yeah. Can't even see what's in here. And it won't even shake up to the top. I really have to, like, go into... Oh, fuck. Okay. It's getting kind of globby in the bottom there, it looks like. That's a medium... Let's do a dip maneuver. Dip maneuver is a good maneuver. It definitely doesn't contaminate your paint or the painting medium. Alright. On the trim here. Carefully go along this side. What is going on? There's some rumble and some tossing going on over here. The advantages of living in downtown anywhere. Oh, okay. Oh, wow, there's a whole area there that I missed. Alright. That's why I love these Assault on Blackreach bolters, with their totally hollow inside. That isn't difficult at all to reach into some of the areas. Okay, and now for, like, the underwear. Gotta make sure that part of his underwear that shows off is all done up. Does the song sound all weird and distorted on purpose? Is it meant to sound like that? That sounds like it's broken. This is a weird soundtrack. Maybe you get used to it over years and you just play it over and over and over again and hope that nobody notices. I wonder if listening to this song over and over and over again gives you, like, clairvoyance to the Rebels' secret base, or perhaps, like, I don't know, inside information about Games Workshop, but, like, if you listen to this song over and over and over again, do you think maybe there's, like, hidden codes in it? And then, like, Alex Mason from, like, Black Ops inside you, the PSYOP training that they gave you, releases certain bits of information at different times, right? Like, the information is inside. Like, what if people that had inside information, or there was no sources, the people that know about all of it, they were trained about it years ago in an underground lab. Evan Roundtree himself held them down, flashing the cards in front of their faces, showing them all the new products, prodding them with tasers at every one,
The amount of LSD that was running in their bodies would kill a normal. They were kept alive with other narcotics, trained, used, and made into a weapon against unknowing consumers that won't be able to expect or defend themselves against such an amount of information, insider information that can help them on their decisions to be able to make purchases. The world will never be the same. Alright, so that guy's done. Let me check back on this guy. This guy... I could give him like a splash on the bolter. What is this kind of weird horror music? Is this like some kind of ghost? Dun, 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 dun. Alright, I'm just gonna call that guy done. And there is one more bolter marine. Oh no, the camera! Oh no, what if it was another earthquake? I don't know what to say about that. So, all right. So I think these guys are all. Oh man. Yeah, like you a little bit more black, man. Music gives me Dead Space vibes. You know, I never played that game. That's the one with your health bar on your back. And you're fighting like different creepy kind of ghoulies and like wet hallways. Is that Dead Space? I think that's Dead Space. Alright. So that's all of the steps I was wanting to get done on the Bolter Marines. Like, for today, I'm gonna need to come back to all of these to do some additional steps. There are more steps after this. This is not like a base pattern ready for starting with the different color paints. So there needs to be a couple more steps, and then we're ready to move forward. So look, we're almost there. This is crawling our way there. We're crawling in my skin. Okay, how much time we got left? 30 minutes. Okay. I could probably do these. These ones that I gave up hope on, there could still be hope for them left. If there is hope for them left, I don't know how many likes there are on this stream so far. I think there's like 3 or 5 people watching. If we could maybe get like, if we could get 5 likes, if we could get 5 likes, if we could get to 10 likes, that would be amazing, right? That would be huge, right? I don't know if that, I'm not gonna push that to you. That seems like it might be a steep hill to climb. But, you know, if we can get to 5 likes, might have to check how many we're at right now, but like if that's something that can be done, that would be pretty cool. So, let's see, what are we at now? Let's see, Slathe, I can check right now. What does it say? We're at 1 like. Okay. Well, that backfired. Alright. So if we could pump that up. If we could pump that up a little bit. You know, we could get some of these last 2 done. Alright, half an hour. I should be able to get those done. So I think that means I can take my time on this. I can sit back. I can have another break. I can just sit back. There's these 2 guys right here. These ones here over my shoulder. Right? There's a bluebird on my shoulder. Right there. Alright. Those will get done. I will do it. I will go into overtime round. if I have to. I will get what I need to do on them, the same as them. So it's going to be the gun, the arm, the top of the backpack, to ya, and then it's going to have the gun, the shoulder, the arm, and the backpack, and the crotch thing, the underwear that shows between their gitch and their leg. That's what I'm gonna need. So, all right, that's the game plan. It doesn't seem like there's a lot of paint going on in this, so I'm just gonna give it some more shake. Just because, like, I just want to get it done. There's so many new toys that I would love to start painting. I got Blade Guard waiting. I've got Eradicators waiting. I'm gonna have to get back to this one guy. There might be some aggressors in the future and everything. So aggressors, that could be pretty cool, right? If not, you know, whatever. Things happen. And so, what else? There's so many things. But after all this, like, giant mega batch, I'm gonna have, like, another, like, 80 Devastator Marines or whatever. I don't even know how many there are there. And with 10th edition coming in, and this new Space Marine book, I'm gonna have to rework, rewrite, recreate, fine-tooth comb, go over, and create a brand new Bloodhounds chapter audit, going over every model in the chapter in fine detail, and figuring out how much the chapter is worth in points, how powerful the chapter is effectively at its current state, and what is filled compulsively, what is needed to be filled versus what is already filled. And from there, it'll make a map. It's going to make a map, effectively, of steering what is going to be gotted in the future, sort of thing. So it's going to help make things a lot easier to plan out in the future, you know? Of course, there'll be some overlap. That's fine. Picking the paint still. This is a working break. There's no regular just breaks. This is a working break, where you work while you play, and you call it work. I totally didn't steal that from Mini Wargaming. No, I totally came up with it first. Look, years back. I can't say when or where or how or why, but it totally was me. So, I think we'll get these two done, and I'll wrap this up for tonight. And then the next stream, I think there's gonna be like a couple kind of black sheep in this group that I'm painting. So I might actually leave those guys out of it for the rest of it, so I can get everybody else caught up to a certain stage. And then on those two, I'll give them like a buckle down and figure it out for those two, because they're gonna need a little bit more attention, because they're made out of a little bit more complex sets of pieces, sort of thing. So it's gonna need a little bit more of sit down, measure twice, paint once, move on, sort of thing. But you know, that's fine, because you're gonna need those Marines, because they're gonna one day they're gonna make up for all their weird quirkiness. You need that in your life, don't you? In your chapter, don't you need a little bit of spice? Just a bland soup. I mean, that's not a meal, right? You can't just have a bland soup, right? Let's see. What are the likes at? I wanted to see if we can get to 5 likes. We're at 2 likes. Okay, all right. We're at 2. That's in the right direction. It's going in the right direction. I appreciate the chutzpah on that one. Right? Like that's like the right
It's like the right kind of flow, right? Just needs a little bit more. Need to push it a bit. Push it a little bit. If I can't push that, what can I push? So, I need smash that like button. Oh, I feel dirty saying, smash that like, smash it. Smash Captain that like button. Give it a good old thunder hammering. Until it's at, I need 5. 5, come on. We can do it. 5 likes. If I can get 5 likes. Jackler did one. He's doing his part. Can you do your part too? Join the Starship Troopers. Because they stomp bugs. And that's what we're here for. We're all here to stomp bugs. I'm here to kill some bugs, sir. Alright. Let's grab this bull by the balls and let's get this done. Alright, so let's just finish up this. And then we're gonna just squeeze, right? Just gonna like right, we're gonna give it all that we got. If I can get 5 likes, we've got 5 people, 5 viewers. I know it's gonna be a tough squeeze. We're at 2. If we can get 5, we got 2 out of 5. Where is everybody on this one? All right, let's finish this up. This sounds like Halo music now. Man, I played that game so much, and I got so into it. Everything just sounds like Halo now. All right, let's get some paint onto the palette, onto the brush, onto some plastic. Let's do this. Other cam mode. All right, you're reading 3. Okay, it said 5 in the statistics. But I'll go off of Jackler's readings. He's got an Auspex that is closer to the battleground there. So we are at 3 likes. Can we get to 5? Is it even possible? Would you believe it if it was? If we could get to 5, that's one of those little miracles, right? It would be one of those little miracles. Can we pull it off? We need to harness the power of the Emperor, you know, and we need to get the Emperor's will to will it into reality. 5 likes. Doesn't sound like much, but it's got it where it counts. We can get 5 likes. Are there truly 5 people here? It says 5 viewers on Streamlabs. And it says 5 on YouTube. Gene Stealers in the chat? Oh, that's probably what it is then. Gene Stealers. They're here to sabotage the chapter. I see. Can't trust those Gene Stealers. And they think they're being sneaky too. But their deception has been sought out. We are aware of your infestation and your presence, foul Gene Stealers. Now the price you must pay is to smash the like button. Perhaps your only hope. If the like button were to overload, it could take down the defenses, at least momentarily. All right. What's it say now? Refresh the page. Weird. It says 2.
Oh well. That's like almost 50%, right? 2 is almost 5, right? Yeah. Let's see if we can get there. Alright, I did it. Alright. This is gonna be a tight angle here. You ever paint something and you're just kind of sitting there in disbelief going, how the hell did I just do that? And then you realize, the Emperor guides my hands. Which is good, right? Pretty sure it's a good thing? So. Now let's do backpack. And then there should just be... After that, nothing on this guy. And then it's on to the other guy. And then that would be all of the 8 Marines that I put down on the table today. Which I think, even if it's only doing small details here and there, nothing to scoff at. That is 8 Marines with distinct steps being taken on, that those steps are completed. And that, in the eyes of the Emperor, is victory. Victory is life. Alright, now we gotta get this, Under Armour. Undersuit. Alright. I believe that gives 1 Marine left. Oh man, my neck. "16 times the views." Alright. I'm gonna add a little bit of medium to what I got there on the palette, and hopefully, I'll be able to really stretch what I have there without having to get some more. I'm gonna start with the trim. Tough angle. Alright. Alright. I'm gonna need to get more paint, though. It's not gonna work. Alright. Paint. And then we're gonna need to get a little bit of medium, just so that way it's got some spread. Alright. That's probably actually way too much medium, but that's fine. It's fine. I'm just gonna go right for the gun then. I'm not gonna go for any fine details. I'm just gonna go right for the gun so I can get this spread all over the gun. And then when maybe this is a little bit less liquid, or if I can get, you know, something that's a little bit more viscous in this puddle that I've just made,
Then I'll work on the more fine detailed spots that I need to get some of this on. If you're wondering what kind of brush I'm using, this is actually a highlighting brush that was nearly dead that I had saved with some Dawn soap. So it's now getting to have a nice, comfortable, retired life of being a do-everything brush. Where it's base coating, it's doing thin, small details. Oh, this brush is a veteran. Like, this brush deserves, like, a fucking medal. But not a metal model. That would be a death sentence for this brush. All that cold pewter? Oh, no. Well, this is all definitely going to need to have another coat applied to it, because it's not very... didn't go on very evenly. And also it's very thin, so it's very transparent. And then I gotta do the backpack. Alright. I can probably just put a little bit of this paint into the puddle, because there's already, I think, some medium going to be on the table, on the palette. That should just work just like that. I'm just going to go right for the area that I've not been to. So that way everything else, because all the other stuff's going to be really wet. So it's going to stay wet for a little bit longer. So if I start going for an area that isn't wet, I'm not going to fuck up what I already just did. And then I can go back to the area after it dries a little bit and add another coat. Because yeah, this is definitely getting to like the absolute bottom of this pot of paint. I am Dawn of the Deading this thing, and I want every single last drop before I start moving on to another pot. Like when that cop was waiting with the guy that got bit, and he had the shotgun. I'll add a little water. Get a good spread on this time. A good portion of this flamer is going to end up being like covered in metal anyway. But I just kind of want to cover my bases now. While, you know, things can be fixed up in the cleanup step. But, you know, for now, I might as well just at least try. Looking done. It's looking done. So that, I'm calling that one. I'm calling it. All right, let's pull out our soldiers here. We've got these three. We got another three here. We got these two here. Awesome. They need a few more. They need a few more steps to get done on them. Obviously. Ugh. And then it's going to be moving on to doing silvers and blues and all the different things, all the different niceties. So, alright, how many, what do I got? I got 7 minutes left? I started early. That means I can leave early. Alright, let's, Oh, wait. I could, like, roll another joint, right? Why not? This is my show. I can do what I want. That's right. Uh-huh. Yeah, I can. Okay, so let's move our Marines back. So they can watch our joint rolling skills in action. Get rid of this water. Let's put this over here for now, so it's out of the way. Not gonna mess anything up. Get our pallet out of here. We're not gonna need that. Get rid of this piece of white paper. Alright. Oh, I guess we're doing that. I'll go back to the corner. Alright. Let's get our rolling paper. And then get our filter. Going in the point. Oh, is this like the sad ending music? Bow. Bow, bow, bow. Alright. Need our filter. Filter is incredibly important. Oh, it's like that's sweet. It's like the synth. Oh, this brings it home to the other stream then. All right. Let's get this all in order. All right. Squeezed in there. Pinch and twist. Lose a little bit of those pigeon droppings. A little bit of a squeeze and a twist there. For our droppings, put them into our receptacle. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Now, turn this off. We don't need this anymore. Not where we're going. What do I got? What do I got? Where is it? This one? Oh, yeah. That's not it. That's not it. Oh, there we go. There's another one, wasn't there? No, not that. What was the other one? I know there was another one. Oh well. This is good enough. I'm fine with this. And the wind down here. Oh, it's Crunk. Who the fuck is that guy? There, Crunk. Alright, I'm on a mission, Crunk. I was trying to get 5 likes. Could you help me out? I know you're gonna put a dislike. You know what? Put it. Go ahead, Crunk. Go ahead. That's your style. We got 8 Marines painted up. Got a little bit, a few of the steps done for them. That's pretty good. That's pretty sweet. Pretty happy with that. And then, what else? There's only a few left to get some of the similar steps done to catch those up. And then all the other ones, there's only so, like, these are all going to get caught up to each other pretty quick. So I could probably work on these maybe tomorrow. Maybe. We'll see. I'm going to say there's going to be about a week more-ish work on them. And then after that, there should be about 35 Marines all kind of ready. A week or two. It's a day off, so you're feeling good? Oh, well, that's good. That's good to hear. Good to have a day off sometimes. You know, sometimes you need it. Sometimes you need to recharge. You need that energy. You need that pulse.
right? So, yeah. Yeah, I got 8 Marines done. Done today. We were what the steps I had in mind. Got those steps done. And then, yeah, it's just going to need a little bit balancing catch up on a few of these in like a batch of 24. And then when those are all caught up to a certain step, then I'm going to move over to another 10. And then I got to reset some of these steps just to make sure they get all caught up. And then when those 10 are all caught up to the other ones, then I'm going to jump over to the veterans and get them all caught up to the same step. And then the fun begins. 13 working day fortnight after these 2 days. Oh, jeez. Wow. That's rough. 13 days in a row. On other news related to 13, Abby, the movie star cat who's been featured on this channel several times throughout the years, has turned 13 this year, as well as her co-star, Tony, has also turned 4. So we would give some celebrity cat happy birthdays to Abby and to Tony. Somewhat belated, but happy birthday. We know you're out there somewhere. Probably right there. In fact, Abby's right there. She's sleeping. So. All right. What a great wind down. The song's almost about done. Oh, the song did end. Oh. I thought it was going to last for 2 hours. It went into the synth thing. Oh, okay. Well, it's 8 o'clock. So, time to wrap this up. Been good. Thank you for everybody for joining in. I'm Slathe. You're you. We are we. And let's do this again sometime.